do you know what? Just walk away from any conflict or any drama whatsoever. I'm sorry, my gorgeous Cancerini, but somebody's gonna be winding you up at the beginning of this week like there is no tomorrow. And I am talking about the people who are not major people in your life. And I say this on many, many occasions, you know, do not waste your energy with people who don't mean anything to you whatsoever. But it's just gonna be about this random subject which is going to come up, and you just couldn't be like further apart from one another. Do you see? So this is why I need you to protect your energy and just don't waste your time with people who, as I said, don't mean anything to you. But then again, it's just about a subject where you are not going to change your opinion and they are not going to change their opinion. It's in fact about a really, really touchy subject this conversation is going to be about. And you're standing very, very firm with what you think about it, and that person is standing also very firm with what they're going to think about. So just ignore them, my gorgeous Cancerini, and protect your energy, okay? Just smile and say, yeah, see you later, bitch. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, just smile and just like, yeah, whatever, you know, just kind of elevate yourself above. It is very, very important for you to protect your energy, because you're not gonna agree about this subject whatsoever. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, you see, this week is going to be very, very interesting indeed, especially when certain issues and certain problems are actually going to be resolved. But it's not only that, it is going to kind of bring an unfoldment you did not expect. For example, still at the beginning of this week, you know, it is like an unexpected change. It's going to take place. Please don't have a go at me. It's this reading, it's not going to be like awful, it's not gonna be like dark or negative whatsoever. Do not get me wrong, okay? It's just like kind of sounds like it. So there is gonna be an unexpected change which you're gonna have at the beginning of this week, which is gonna be caused by a lack of communication. And this is gonna be caused by lack of communication, this unexpected change which you are going to have. But at the same time, your eyes are gonna open, my gorgeous Cancerini, and you are gonna have one of your amazing awakenings here, because you will be able to see some kind of illusion here. And now when you are able to see what the illusion is, you are literally going to open your eyes and you're gonna make a really, really important decision, and that important decision which you're gonna make, you're gonna feel like, you know, you're gonna feel like it's like a painful choice a little bit. Why? Only because you are about to face your fears, and you know how important it is to face your fears and to keep on facing your fears, my gorgeous Cancerini, throughout your life, but especially now at this stage of your spiritual journey. So you're gonna think about making an important decision, but at the same time, that decision you're gonna find extremely painful, because, you know, at the same time, that decision you're gonna find like a painful choice, only because you're gonna be facing your fears. But you are gonna do this, and something is actually going to happen. You are going to find solution, and you're gonna take control. You're gonna take control over your life, and especially when it comes to you realizing what not to waste your time with anymore. What not to waste your time with no longer, you know. What not to waste your precious energy on, you know. This is, of course, this is important. Something big is happening here, but you know, you're only gonna start realizing this in like about a couple of weeks time. For now, you must do the right thing. And when I say you must do the right thing, you have to follow your intuition at all costs. My goodness. So you know, on one hand, you will realize, like, when it comes to you finding solution and taking control, this is pretty much so about you realize what exactly are you wasting your time with, and also you should be focusing on right now, planning for the future. This is exactly what you should be focusing on right now, you know. And then, you know what I mean, suddenly you're gonna kind of be thinking about the certain aspects of your past. There is some kind of information you're gonna see, maybe certain photos, something is really kind of gonna remind you of your past, you know, of like things from a long time ago. And it's gonna happen so randomly, but no, baby, no, this is not random. You need to trust me. So suddenly you're gonna be reminded of your past, but something is gonna trigger it. You know, maybe you're gonna see an old photo, maybe you're gonna see an old message, and one thing is gonna lead to another, and you're just gonna find yourself somewhere, you know, in your past, and then you're gonna realize that you didn't get over something really specific, something kind of negative that happened to you like an absolutely ages ago again, and you're gonna realize there is an aspect that is still making you feel either really sad or either really angry. So you need to kind of like let go of the past here, and you are gonna realize exactly what this is. This in itself is gonna be such a magical moment, my gorgeous Cancerini, because you're gonna let go of the past and you're gonna be able to focus on the future, and this is exactly what you need to do. And then you will become aware of potential that was always there, but only now, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to realize this. Absolutely mind-blowing in so many different ways. Do you get me? Do you understand how important this stage of your life is gonna be? You see what I mean? One thing is it is gonna lead to another. It just clearly shows what a spiritual domino we all go through, how everything is connected, like completely, fully, absolutely. So the direct result of all this, which I've mentioned and said so far, is, you know, you will become aware of potential that was always there, but only now you're gonna be able to realize it. Absolutely brilliant. And this is something that you are gonna need to kind of follow. At this moment in time, you are literally kind of having like some kind of divine intervention which is going to occur indeed. And another thing I was going to mention, on the 11th of March, on the first day this week, you are really going to have such a beautiful spiritual experience, a really beautiful spiritual experience. You're going to reconnect with yourself. And that means that suddenly, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are really going to realize something that's missing in terms of your spirituality. The spiritual experience is going to show you the way. You're going to connect to something spiritual, and you will want to like kind of do that immediately. And I really suggest you to do this, because this is again your higher self. It's going to be guiding you, you know. And at the same time, you know, what you need to pay attention to, that you know, happiness is indeed your purpose. Just keep on remembering this, my gorgeous Cancerini. Very important. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, okay, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, first of all, you know, you need to kind of understand that there is something that you need to finish. I don't know, it's very difficult to say what this is exactly, but there is something that you started and you didn't finish. But you're going to be reminded of that at around the midweek, and you need to kind of finish something that you've started. You have no idea to how many other things this is actually going to be connected to, and somebody who's like very close to you, somebody who's connected to you, it's actually gonna mention something about it. So that's how you will know what this is, and you are indeed gonna be reminded of it. And also, when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Cancerini, there is some kind of a news that you're gonna be waiting and waiting and waiting, my gorgeous Cancerini. That news is not going to come yet. Some kind of news that you've been waiting for a while, you have been anticipating, you've been waiting for this for a while, my gorgeous Cancerini, but now you're gonna realize that this is not happening. It's still something, is still being delayed. But then again, you know, what I want to say to you, that some kind of patience is needed. You're gonna need to be patient, okay? It's gonna help you to put your mind to rest, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, this time it's actually gonna be really sacred for you, because that in itself, that waiting and all these feelings and emotions and all this thinking about what exactly are you waiting for, it's gonna trigger something within you. And there is some kind of idea that you are going to have. There is some kind of inspiration that you are going to have, an idea and inspiration that you wouldn't otherwise have. And this idea and inspiration, it's gonna be about, I'm gonna surprise you now, this idea and inspiration that you're gonna have, it's actually going to be about some kind of reunion, okay? And when it happens, that reunion, you're gonna be very, very happy. You're going to have a great time. You're gonna have an amazing time when it comes to that reunion. You're also going to realize that you're missing out on certain things in life. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but this is again gonna lead towards your own rediscovery. You are not only, something so important is gonna happen when it comes to important conversations and things like that, but you are gonna have like you are gonna start to have like a view from above, if you know what I mean, especially when it comes to getting the big picture, when it comes to something really specific. But in particular is what is really going to come out of this reunion. The bottom line is that a fresh new way of living is about to emerge. A fresh new way of living is about to emerge, okay? So this is absolutely brilliant, because it's somehow connected to the new phase, a very, very interesting phase in your life. It's about to begin here, okay? And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the midweek, you know what else I was going to say? Someone is gonna try to pressurize you to make some kind of investment, maybe, or something like that, to pressurize you to make some kind of financial investment or some kind of investment or something like that. But you will know that something is not right. You will almost immediately know that something is definitely not right when it comes to that investment and what exactly you're being or feeling pressurized to actually do or to make or whatever. And I would definitely just be very, very careful about it, okay? I would definitely kind of avoid this, because it's maybe to do with some kind of a shady investment here. So no, baby, no. My advice would be most certainly here. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, by the time you actually get to the last part of this week, listen, now when it comes to the last part of this week, I'm not being funny, but let me tell you, you are actually going to become aware of like a very, very interesting events which you will want to attend, and you're gonna become very, very excited about it. And when it comes to these events, you know, there is still kind of something it's gonna be putting you off, but then you need to remain focused. You know, you need to remain focused, and you need to trust your instincts indeed, and you must not overanalyze this whatsoever. You just have to jump into it and go with it, okay? That's my advice. And also around the end of the week, there is going to be such a good news which you are going to have. And this good news, it's really this good news which the card just fell on the floor, some kind of collaboration, and you will want to learn something as well. Card fell on the floor. Going back to the last part of this week, you are going to have a good news, my gorgeous Cancerini. And this good news which you are going to have, this is really going to open your mind. And look, I just said learning, and this also is to do with like you wanting to learn something. You're wanting to learn something, and you're wanting to learn something so badly. This card just fell on the floor on the other side. It's incredible. But at the same time, when it comes to this good news, you are going to realize, my gorgeous Cancerini, that there are two paths ahead. Okay, so when you get this news, this good news now, this is going to be major and very important, and may not even seem so how it's actually going to, may not even seem how it's actually going to be. But this good news which you are going to have, it's going to be you're going to need to make an important decision, because there are going to be two paths ahead. So this good news is about two paths ahead. So you are going to need to make an important decision, and the decision that you're going to need to make is you have to detach yourself from things that are making you feel unhappy, negative, and from things that are weighing you down. There are going to be two paths ahead, but you need to follow the path which is going to require from you to detach yourself from things you should have detached yourself a long time ago, especially when it comes to things that are weighing you down and making you feel really negative. You have no idea how rewarding this is actually going to be. This in itself is going to lead towards a certain wishes come true, and also it's going to lead towards your own happiness, positivity, and optimism. And there is so much that you're going to realize that you want to do, especially in terms of your dreams. This is also, my gorgeous Cancerini, as soon as you realize this, and you will be thinking about it, and you're going to do this just like about 2 or 3 weeks after this moment in time, you are going to have a brand new idea. And this is to do with a new plan which is going to come in, which is going to be connected to this path, which is going to start opening up for you. And it's most importantly going to lead towards your own breakthrough. Oh my goodness, what a week, my gorgeous Cancerini. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.